Hey, John Rule.
Hey,
It's
Aubrey.
23rd
23rd, Monday,
November
November
2015. And this flood actually occurred on the 17th,
Oh,
the day
boy.
after we recorded our short takes
Oh boy.
last week. So I had to save these for tonight. That's the flood under
Yeah.
South School
Right.
Avenue. Now, what do you think would happen to a person
Oh, I don't want to think about it.
walking through there?
Even with your own kayak, you'd have trouble. Maybe.
Well, yeah, if you banged into that rail,
Right.
it'd turn you over and suck you under. But so I'm recommending that for people that are serious about their bicycle riding
Right.
and walking on the trails, actually trying to go from one place to the other without
Right.
having to take a big, detour.
Right.
Not having to leave the trail to go around some distance. See, that's all the way across, and then it's running off to the left up there,
Right.
because it's cutting through over this trail, and then down further you'll have another problem with it. See how dangerous it really looks?
It really does look pretty.
So where
People don't realize how much force water has.
if you're
moving
going to
water
ride
has.
the trails when it's stormy like this,
We read about the bad parts in the newspaper, and well, to be very cautious.
wear a life jacket, wear a helmet, and preferably some warm clothes if it's anything but summertime. And if you are scantily attired, you're going to be scratched up by all the bright. There are logs like
Right.
there's a couple of things floating down.
Debris,
everything's-
concrete surfaces, iron.
That's a nice bottle there. Could have
That's a
been
nice
recycled.
bottle.
I think they take those plastic things from milk jugs for recycling. I'm not sure. But anyway, it should be. This is over on, let's see, South Willow, no, South, whatever it is, it's over to the east. And this is land that comes off the partners' land that's up for development by the Partners for Better Housing. And you can see it's higher upstream. The woods up there hold a lot of water.
Right,
The soil holds a lot of water.
right. That's the thing about growth.
But when
Oh, we
they
need it. Yeah.
when they do anything to pipe water out of there, it's going to flood the EOA building there,
Right.
Head Start building worse than ever. That's almost impossible to avoid, and you just can't. Well, this is upstream on that same waterway. This is where it's coming down. This is from Willow Street, I believe, trail, and or the floodway. And this is Mr. Hoodenpile's yard, my neighborhood. I've seen it underwater so many times.
Oh my.
Keep telling him, okay, finally got something pretty.
Yes.
Mockingbird,
Right.
up in some kind of fruit
Yeah.
flavored tree, don't know which one.
Basket
Now this
flower.
is the last, I swear, I may show some
Must be
more,
the
but
last basket
this is
flower.
the 20th, and this was the last basket flower, the only one I could find. And so I put several pictures here.
Amazing they endure so long.
Well, yeah, the 20th of November. I remember talking about how it was great when they were still in bloom in late September and early October in some years. Anyhow, this is at the senior center, and now they're doing everything they can to reduce food waste and educate us
Right.
old folk about it. So they're telling people, don't throw any food waste in the trash, throw it in these containers, meat, protein, veggies, fruit, bread, and dessert. I don't throw away anything off my plate. If there's
Well,
something I know I'm not going
right.
to eat, I tell them don't
Yeah.
put it on my plate. Look at this honeybee.
Beautiful.
It's on a thistle. And this was
Oh.
also on the 20th, I believe.
Right.
And it's a wonderful year.
Wonderful year.
Okay. See ya. John Rule, we're
Here
up a
we
second
are.
time on the
23rd.
23rd of November. Look at this bird.
My goodness.
Several people were commenting on that bird, trying to decide which one it was. Now, we're looking out to the southwest from the woodland that belongs to the city across here, that is leased until 2018 to the university. And the university wants to make well, they want to keep it. They want to start building on it. But the contract, as I read it from the clerk's office, says that, you know, it can be canceled by either party at so-and-so time. And if they do that, anything that they build on it would stay with it, with whoever they switch back this trade they had made years ago for land for soccer fields.
I wonder if there's playing fields for homeless people.
Yeah, they got to hide to use them. Got to do it in secret. Anyway, this is some more views of Rocher Heights, and you see there some of the buildings around the base of Rocher there. And now this is a little further to your west, and it's, I call it the Hollywood Prairie, and it's got a stream running from it. That stream runs off the West Campus and the junior high on MLK. And you can see it under here several times, several little streamlets and parts of it. And they moved, there were some roads through there. This, you know, people talked about development for years, but it is in a floodplain. So it's like survived a long time. See where the road goes, the dirt road over here? Well, they moved the trail, built it out nearer the stream. They didn't have to take out all the trees out there. There was a nice riparian zone, protected zone. So they didn't use that old one that's up away from the creek. And they, built this nice concrete thing, but closer, where it blocks more of the
water
flow, of the
Well, you can't
streams.
squeeze water, and then we always seem to wind up trying to do that.
And then it overflows something else.
Absolutely.
And that's, see how this is blocked water that would naturally run under that old thing, and it wasn't ever totally out of service. But homeless people were living in there too. Now they're all being run out. And I hear university officials, even some people who work for the city maybe, think those homeless people are bad. Well, there are a few bad ones, but you know, what they're doing is taking out the forest to spite the homeless people. But it's spiting everybody. It's spiting our environment worldwide. Every time a tree is removed unnecessarily.
Well, you always pay a price when you fight the environment.
Here's some of the birds I've
some nice
seen
ones.
Last few days. That one's over adjusted, really bright, but I don't know what it is, and we'll finally know from an expert. These are the fields out close to the Lewis Avenue soccer field, it's called. And now it's closed. Unauthorized use is prohibited. Use without authorization is some kind of criminal offense. Lewis Avenue at Mount Comfort. If I understand the contract with the city, that land's what was traded from the university to the city for their use for soccer fields. Now the city's no longer using them. So the soccer fields land should go back to the university, and they could build tennis courts over there. They're closer, convenient to the university. You know.
Have you suggested this?
Yeah, I'm going to be suggesting it over and over, I guess, till somebody responds. Okay, see how this concrete runs down through there, and it runs across? This is another, I don't know, what are they going to do? That much red dirt, how big are they going to build up the foundation on this thing? It's just crazy, and that'll block flow underground, just like it has across the street where a whole bunch of houses built down along Southeast Avenue. Till next time, John Rule, do your part to help keep your water clean, air pure, and woods green. See you.
That's right.